Dumelang Abshen Molosana. A warm welcome to all our new viewers and a welcome back to all that joined us last week. Katin Figan Bonetin Kukala CP Media Wise, Ikamalamo Maraza, when and Jeshala Nati, as we'll be helping you to gain all the skills you need for movie making, being a journalist for your community, and to pass your studies with those A's you've always dreamt of. This is a media show, and your interaction on media social networks is very important to us. So check out our Facebook page. Let us know what it is that you are up to in life, what's going on in your community. And if you're a Twitter fan, tweet us, hashtag, follow, and get involved. Menangu at Maraza MC. Every week, we'll be checking out what's going on at Cell School, and what one of our top citizen journalists is up to. But for now, let's visit Mpinche Kazi, whom we met last week, Ujojo, a friend of ours who's going to be sharing with us the ins, the outs, the ups and downs of being a mobile movie maker.
So after my little freak out Izolo Busuku, Tabi gave me the number of a brother, Umandla, who's studying to be a writer. And I figured, what better way to clear the clutter than to see an expert? Wish me luck. Cash up. Hi, Mandla.
Hi, you must be Jojo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, come, have a seat, let's chat.
Yeah, well. Okay, ne. So I'm entering this competition, be a mobile media maker, and thinking I'm struggling to find an original idea for the story that I need to write.
Okay. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's really a lot to it, you know. But the first thing that you need to be able to know is really that there's no new story ideas that are out there. There's only creative ways to take what's old and make it really nice and funky and fresh. So how I can make my story creative and nice and funky and interesting really should be your next question.
Okay, how do I do that?
Look, let's look at why, for example, we listen to stories, why we tell them even. The first thing is that we grow from stories, you know. When you hear about someone else's experience, you can be able to take little bits and pieces of information and grow as a person, you know. That's the first thing. And the second thing is really about, you know, sharing human experiences. When you hear about someone else's story, you know that it's a common experience in humans, and you integrate that and you grow as a person and you learn what it is to be human, and that's really what it's about.
Okay, so when I write a story, I need to write something that people can relate to and learn from.
Sure, certainly. Look, every story has a theme, you know. A theme is basically what common experiences that people share, you know. Although we come from different walks of life, we share one common experience, you know. And look at it this way. Think about the oldest story in the book, good versus bad, you know. You know that the bad guy comes along and wages war against the good, you know, in the fight. At the end, we know that almost always good overcomes the bad, and that's really what the theme is about.
Okay, Ushugutu, when I write a story, it needs to be something that people can identify with and learn from.
Certainly. Look, all the events in your story need to be able to tie in with your theme, right? So you need to make sure that all the events are relative, they make sense to the theme, you know. And for example, say you're talking about love and hatred, you know. At the end of the story, we need to be able to see how love overcomes hatred. And in that way, it ties in with the central theme of love overcoming hatred of the story.
That does make sense. Yeah, Amandla, I think I'm ready to tackle my own story, man.
Cool, man. I know it's a short, we've talked for a short time, but there's really a lot to tell. And if you need any help, just tell me.
I will. Thanks.
Cool. Bye.
Bye. Yes, guys. I learned so much from Mandla and Tabi. So now I know what a story is and why it's important to tell it. Kodwa-ke, kumele sikhumbule ukuthi okokuqala, stories are something, an event that happened to someone, a character. Okwesibili, all good stories have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Bese, when you want to make an idea original, the best stories come from what you know. Okusho ukuthi kumele ubhale ngento oyaziyo wena. Okwesine, we like and tell stories because we learn from them. Iqiniso lela ngithi. Okugcina-ke, stories have a theme, and that makes them easy for the audience to understand, no matter who or where they are in the world. Yes, guys, I'm so excited about this now. So, Project Vusilela, this is what we're going to do for today. You need to find ideas that you feel strongly about, or ideas that you think other people need to know about, and then you're going to put them down. It's as simple as that. So by the time you see me tomorrow, I'm gonna have an idea. This, I promise you. Godwage, Ogamanje, I think it's a good idea to do my homework before my story is all about how I landed up back in Durban. Zonmanaksasa, guys.
You too can learn so much by just following what our friend Jojo is up to. Remember to check out our Facebook page for more details. Wazba, you could be the world's next best director. Sasikbona lapa, win a Masama Awards and an Oscar. When you come back, we'll check out more of Be a Mobile Movie Maker with Jojo Asambeni. Shotenga isingo mhlambe nejuice kancane sithi kokomoya. Siyakwamukela second half this time tonight asifane bafana mhlambe ngeke size sidliwe siyawina la ku B Media Wise. I know some of you guys are pacing up and down and ready to see what Jojo has in store for us, but there's more to it than that. If you follow Jojo each week, she will be giving us tips on making movies. So do not panic and stress about ukuthi tripod, tatapi equipment, none makeup. Okay, maybe some makeup. All you need is your phone. Yabanga isihlela lapha ko BBM na ko Mixit. Yona leyo phone leyo ungenza ngayo film. Yes, your cell phone. Once your movie is complete, you send it to us and who knows, you can be on TV and win prizes like a fully paid Boston Media bursary and some cash money. Mangabe kunomfundazi bayakikiza badala. Check out Facebook for more info. Now, without wasting any more time, asithi nje shwi le kumngani wethu as she shares some more skills with us. So let's go check out Be a Mobile Movie Maker with umntwana sekhaya ngale eThekwini uJojo.
So guys, I've decided. I wish I could read people's minds. I mean, I'd like to know what they're thinking and if they're thinking about me. It would make life so much easier. Futhi, who wouldn't want to read minds? So today was one of those long, boring days at school. She had some personal issues, what. So as I was walking all on my lonesome to our regular spot, like this group of girls invaded the staircase. Or sisters, like lip gloss, eyeliner, and they were like staring at me. They were staring at me. And I didn't even have to like see them. I could just feel their eyes on me. Like, you know how a lion stalks its prey? They were the lions, I was the prey. It was so horrible. And all I wanted to do was run and hide. But I couldn't. So I stuck it out till the end of the day. Anyway, came back and I was, jamming to Beyonce. You're the one I need. Yeah. And then and she was in a totally flipped out mood. Like ebe dinwe strong. Angazi ebe lahlekile noma ebe lahle something angiyazi indaba yakhe. But she got me thinking about unique stories. Like, who can tell a unique story? Do you have to be special to have a unique story? And how do we tell unique stories? Maybe it's got something to do with our experiences, our past, or our present. Just like the story that Ukoko and Jeleon. Oh, I think I must have a seat here. Sure. Do you see that boy over there? Is he playing soccer with a tennis ball? Koko, it's a soccer ball.
Sure. This reminds me of my grandson, Vusi. He loves to play soccer. How old are you, my child?
I'm 16, Koko.
Oh, you're around about his age. I really miss him.
Ushooting Koko, Mautu Mkumbuli. Ugup.
Yazi, yenye itori ezinde indaba endomntanayo. Yazi uvusa uvele wanyamalala nje ngaphandle kokusho ngaphandle kwani. Ngisho noma makhe imbali akazi lutho ngayo uma ngimbuza.
Akazange aphindwe abuye.
Hey mntanami, uyazi bengifunda nje a couple of days ago ukuthi kunomfana oshela emkhukhwini. Ubaba khe bephuza utshwala, ephuzile edakile. Washiya istofu sivutha. Umkhukhu washa. Ngisho namaphoyisa imbali. Athi lo mfana bamthole lapha abakwazi ukumchaza ukuthi ubani indlela ebeshe ngakhona. Uyazi ave kubuhlungu ukuyengcwaba umuntu eboxini kodwa kunganalutho. Manje njalo ngizala ngoba sesithanda ukuhlala sizalana nomfana wami uVusi.
engixoxela ukuthi ngelinye lamalanga ufuna ukudlala iBafana Bafana. Ngitshela ukuthi ngelinye uzobuya uvusi. Hey, mntana.
Ngiyaxolisa gogo.
Hayi ngiyabonga mntana. Sengihamba. Sesidlulile isikhathi abasihlala ngaso sixoxa. Ngaso uvusi. Ngiyabonga.
So, although stories kagogo spes Dabugisa, it made me realize what an amazing spirit she has. I mean, kukho konke that she's been through, she still waits at the exact same spot every day in the hope that Uvusi will one day return. It's such a unique story of love, sadness, and hope. So this got me thinking. I mean, maybe unique stories have to be real to you. Also, Masbega stories kagogo, she had a clear beginning, middle, and end. And all the things that happened to her, only she could know. The difference with her story is that it was heartfelt and honest. Maybe that's what I need. Honesty. But okay, I'll probably iron out this unique thing tomorrow because the only unique thing happening right now is me not getting that bursary. See you guys later.
StudyMate is a series of study guides and DVDs created specially to help you ace your final exam. The StudyMate study guides and DVDs are available for all your key subjects like English, physical sciences, accounting, mathematics, and many more. Get your StudyMate revision material now from selected CNA stores, or you can call us on 011-482-4053. Or you can visit our website on www.studymate.co.za for more information.
I cannot wait for next week to see some more JoJo. But for now, people have been sending us some clips from all around Mzansi. Okusho ukuthi B-Media wise iyasebenza phela. Abantu bayalalela. They're answering the call to action. So let's check out what citizen journalists around the country have been doing on their cell phones.
Manje ngizontshela ngenkinga yethu ukungcola kwama-toilet yabo inkinga esinayo la esikoleni. Njengoba ubona nje la ama-toilet angcolile ngiyokwazi ngisho ukuyikhulula mhlawumbe uthi mhlawumbe ufuna ukuyikhulula. Naba nje nabanye abafundi bachama ngaphandle abachama ama-toilet. Ake simbuze kabanzi umfundi wethu la. Mfundi ngabe into ekwenza ukuthi mhlawumbe ugcine uchamela ngaphandle kwachama e-toilet.
La ngaphakathi ama-toilet angcele ngendlela emangalisayo impela lokho agcina nje uclean lokho engashiya la esikoleni awayazi into ekuthiwa ukucleana yikho
manje yingakho mhlawumbe nje uchamala ngaphandle inkinga ukuthi angcolile ngaphakathi.
Yebo nothisha abaphuphumezela abafundi ukuthi bewaclean.
Ungenza mhlawumbe njengotisha omkhulu ukuze mhlawumbe ugcine mhlawumbe ingane zingachama ngaphandle kwama-toilet echama ngaphakathi ema-toilet. Manje sayibuza ingane ukuthi mhlawumbe kwenziwa yini sichame ngaphandle zithi mhlawumbe zenziwa ukuthi nama-toilet akho angcolile.
Kusho ukuthi sofuneka sisebenzisane nothisha noklasisha yenziwe i-timetable yokuthi ama-toilet azophenga kanjani each and every week. So esikwazi ukusebenzisa ngaphandle uma ukuthi inkinga ukuthi angcolile ngaphakathi.
Manje-ke into ezokwenza ukuthi ingane zigcine zingachami ngaphandle ama-toilet. Into ezokufana ama-toilet akhandwe kabusha akline futhi.
Maybe doing grade 11 English school. Our problem is that we don't have a teacher of agricultural science, and they promised us that within 2 weeks we're gonna be having an agricultural teacher, and they also keep empty promises. So here is one of the students doing agricultural science. So Petal, how did you feel so that we are about to write the examination without having a teacher?
What I feel inside is that like we have been betrayed for since like March. We have been promised a teacher and all I see is nothing. And next week we're writing a set of agriculture and I don't know what I'm going to write about because I learned nothing. I knew nothing about agriculture since then.
Here is one of our teacher, Ma'am Slomo. How do you feel about us learning without having an agricultural teacher?
I think it's bad, but if the learners are committed, I think they can do it because if they are committed and read their books, they will manage to pass at the end of the year.
So are we going to have our agricultural teacher, or are we still going to learn by our own?
I think from the beginning of the first term you will be having your agricultural teacher because the department was busy with the R&R. It's now that they have located you with another teacher from other school who has seen access.
This is our own school.
Dus ook, ik kan aangaan wanneer ik wil. Alles in die kan communiceren. Je neemt klokje voor een beetje. Je neemt klokje voor een. Ik heb 2 phone van de gaan ik niet meer gaan bieden die phone gepakt. Want die kamer is gesloten. Verstaan je? Zo, ik moet net aan mijn skiën krijgen. Op die manier gaan het meer prestatie staan. En dan mijn kamer sluiten en dan gaan goed er binnen je kamer blijven. En op weer gewoon blijven. Stil kunnen we elkaar goed geregeld. En jongens, voor God. Kom bij, daar komt het kort overleven.
Oké.
Gaan goed. Ik wil niet bedanken worden. Ik kom namens niet onze kamers een kind gebruiken. En op die onderweg is de kamers op, daar is zelf voor een rond. Iedereen kan ingaan en aan de rest.
Jullie zelf willen met jullie zelf oppassen. Dat is niet voor ons om op te passen. Als het even aan Mullerweg gaat, dan kunnen ze het zeker weggooien, dan met ons bij jou in de zetels zoeken. Nou eens.
Als het is, dan komen ze naar een kies krijgen.
Ja.
We gaan dat zo vervaardigen. Later tegen de kinderen die sleutels weg.
Die zetels gooien worden weggegooid en andere is. Dan met ons kronzetels te krijgen. Ons moet weer nou die kamers ook krijgen.
Oké, nou, heb ik nog oké, kom maar. Nee, ik ben niet Geraldine? Dan kom maar op je stad. Dan heb ik een idee. Het onderzoek is met dit nou rug op je
Kom maar.
Oké,
Kom maar.
Kom mee.
Hey man, I must say I'm very proud of our brothers and sisters out there who are not afraid to be vocal about sensitive issues, man. Yeah, we want to hear all your stories. So be it inspirational or just a way of fixing the wrongs in your communities, you can send us all the news made on your phone. Straight to us. The details are right here. Remember that time you had a math teacher that spoke way too fast and you couldn't make sense of what he was saying? And then he got hit in the face with a soccer ball during break and the swelling made him sound like a Teletubby? But then you got hit in the face with a soccer ball and had a concussion for a week? And when you got back to class, you had no idea what was going on and it felt like your head was going to explode? No problem. Cell School offers free daily video lessons on Mixit for grade 10 to 12 in maths, maths literacy, physical sciences, life sciences, and accounting. Cell School, we've got your back. Hola, hola, what's up, guys? I'm here to tell you what's happening this week on Cell School. Now, life sciences students have a whole whack of lessons for grades 10 to 12. We focus on everything about cells for the grade 10s and everything from molecular makeup to what they look like under a microscope.
You started off as one little cell that was the product of an egg cell and a sperm cell combining together. These two cells join together to make what we call a zygote.
Now, grade 11s will take a look at reproduction in plants, and let me tell you, this is some fascinating stuff.
We know that the bryophytes or the mosses are non-vascular plants, which means they don't have tissues to transport water. The pteridophytes do have vascular tissues. These are the ferns.
Now, you grade 12s, you guys focus on protein synthesis, a very important part of life in all living organisms, so don't miss this one. Now, remember, life sciences isn't the only subject Cell School offers. We also have accounting, English first additional language, maths, maths literacy, and physical sciences, all for free. So, head on over to Mixit, Trade Post, Mixit Reach, Education, and then Cell School, and always be one step ahead. Cell School, we've got your back. All of that info will come in handy, and I hope you guys were all is. Please also remember that you get all these lessons from our teachers on your cell phone via Mixit. Your favorite chatting app is now your favorite learning app. So let's go and check out Brimo as he has some motivational words for us.
I want to share with you the value of education. Let me start with a quote by a wise and great philosopher, Aristotle. Aristotle said that education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity. What does that mean? What did he mean when he said that education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity? He was basically saying that whether you're rich or poor, you need education. He was saying whether you're black or you're white, you need education. He was saying whether you're American or African, you need education, because education makes the difference. You will realize that majority of the people are at the bottom. And at the bottom is where you find people who either have no education or they have primary education. As you go higher, fewer people have secondary education. And as you even go higher to the peak of this pyramid, you find that only a small proportion of the population have tertiary education. We cannot build a country like that. We cannot build a continent on ignorance. We need to be educated. And what happens is that at the bottom, there are all these people who want opportunities, but they cannot access the opportunities because the bottom is very crowded. So I want to encourage you today not to stay at the bottom. What you should do is to go to the top. The bottom is not good for you. At the bottom, there's a lot of competition. But we know in geography, and it is true in life, that the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. So my friend, I encourage you to not only get a matric, make sure you go for higher education. Get a certificate, get a diploma, get a BCom or a BA degree, and you can also get a master's. You can get a PhD. We want to see more and more people from previously disadvantaged backgrounds going for higher education in South Africa, and in Africa we can make the difference. Because there's no law that says only a people of a particular population or group can go for higher education. You and I can go for higher education. We should be ready to pay the price. Of course, it's not going to be easy, but the rewards are worth it. I can share my own life story and tell you that I paid the price. Just because I wanted to obtain a master's degree and obtain a PhD degree, I went all the way. Many times I was hungry, many times I didn't have a place to stay, but that did not stop me because I knew and I know the value of education. I wanted to go higher. I have no inheritance from my father. My parents were not rich. So if I wanted to change the storyline of my family, then I needed to do that through education. And today, I'm a scientist. My story has changed. Today, I'm a lecturer. I'm no longer at the bottom with a matric degree. I'm now at the top with many higher degrees than the first degree. So I encourage you to do the same. And I know you will, because I see more and more people in South Africa applying for tertiary education in the country, applying to different universities, applying to FET colleges, applying to technicons. You should be doing the same, and I know you will. And even if you had a master's degree, you can go for a PhD. Yes, you can. Because this is the generation that will make the difference. This is the generation that will turn things around in South Africa. You and I are the generation that will say no to poverty. So I encourage you to do your best. Make sure you do not stay at the bottom. Make sure you do not become satisfied just because you have a matric certificate. I want you to leave the bottom and go for the top. And I'm leaving you with this quote, that you need to perspire to acquire your desire, which you admire. Do not retire even when you feel tired, but refire in order to acquire that desire that you admire. Thank you.
Education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity. Guys, this is so true. Whether you're rich or poor, education stays vital to everyone. Whether ufuna ukudlala ibhola njengoyitumile Nkhune noma ngabe ufuna uku-TV wenza music njengami uMaraza, funda. Thank you once again to Brimo. It has come to that time of the show. Let us singathandi kakhulu ukuthi sithi bangani bethu. Bye-bye. Be sure to join us later on the social networks, because with B Media Wise, we help you get informed, give your opinion, and get smart. Thola mina Facebook, uMaraza 20 grand, noma ku Twitter @MarazaMC. But for now, check out this message from our celebrity friend. From me and the team, it's bye-bye.
Such an important time in your life, like matric students and even students in general. Don't be flippant about your education, because it's going to live with you forever. I mean, I still get asked for my matric certificate like everywhere. So study, put your back into it, and really push yourselves, you know, and don't get distracted by all the hype.